So it's nice to be nice, and a few months ago I decided that I went shopping and had one too many tins that wouldn't go in my cupboard. So I decided that I was going to do food hampers. I was on furlough for a bit and I'd set up a ladies walking group and set up a community disability garden, planting fruit and vegetables and flowers in the village where I live. And like I say, I had a couple of tins too many to go in the cupboard, and I just think in the current situation where people are facing food poverty and your neighbour, your friends, your family, your loved ones could be struggling, and I know myself personally from personal experience how hard it is asking for help, and I've obviously witnessed this as well doing these hampers, that people really struggle to ask for help. So the community bring me items, and I set up a GoFund page as well to so that when the hampers go out I could put fresh items in the hampers as well, so bread, cheese, ham, butter, eggs, just to make them a bit more luxury really, because I think you find as well a lot of people who are taking to food banks will take beans, tin tomatoes and pasta. Well, unless you're an absolute genius, you can't really do a lot with them three sort of items of food. So, and a lot of items here that I have got are absolute luxuries for some people, and I've been told that when I'm taking the hampers out that even likes the jam on toast is an absolute luxury. They've not had it before, or they've not had it for a long time. So we have cereals all here, crisps, toiletries, which are very important because if your choice is, are you buying sanitary products as a woman or toiletries for your family or food, then obviously people are going to buy food. And I think for your mental health, if you're sort of in a low place anyway and your mental health is not great, and then you're not eating, and then on top of that you've no items for your personal care, then I think that just adds to the spiral. So that's quite important, toiletries. So we have soup and mince pies there. I do have a bit of order amongst all this chaos. As much as it looks like a supermarket, we do have order. So they're all sort of sauces, condiments. Again, condiments, luxuries for people that, even a 55p bottle of sauce, that could buy somebody 2 loaves of bread. So again, they're luxuries. Tuna and fish, different fishes, tin fish, noodles. We sort of have beans, baked beans and different other types of beans in that box. Cordial, again, a luxury for people. I know when we were growing up it were council pot what we got, tap water. Tea and coffees there again. Branded as well, people bring me branded, it's not just the cheap stuff, and again that's a luxury for people. Biscuits, sauces, so curry sauces, tomato sauces, long life milk, although I do buy fresh when I take the hampers out. That's just sort of a bit of a backup really. And then sort of tin spaghetti, tin meatballs, ravioli, hot dogs, peas, long life bread. Again, although I take bread out, it's nice that people have got that option if they do run out. All sorts of rices in there, microwave rice and bags of rice. And then a really nice gent the other day brought me big stacks of toilet roll and kitchen roll, and again that's something that to some people is a luxury, that if you can't afford kitchen roll, toilet roll, you're going to choose to buy sort of food items. So just really to highlight the food poverty that is going on, and that the other day I did take 2 hampers to 2 families local to here, and on their side of the road, 2 totally separate streets, but on the side where I took the hampers, clearly it were council housing and it was quite run down, and and then directly opposite were quite big houses, probably a couple of £100,000 houses, and you just think, are you sat in your big house there, do you know that your neighbour is not eating or can't afford to eat or doesn't eat to feed the children? And I just think, just if you don't donate to a food bank, donate, or if you know that somebody's maybe struggling in your street, or a family or a friend, just go buy them a little shop, just go buy them a few items, and don't forget luxury items as well, and items that maybe they can't afford, like toiletries and like condiments. And so I think it's just nice to be nice, and obviously I set this up about because I had too many tins in the cupboard, but I just think, I'm hoping obviously that, you know, we can keep this going, and I have had a few hampers go out, and I do get people asking, but it tends to be as well friends or family members asking for people because, you know, their family are too proud to ask for help, but they really need help. So yeah, it's nice to be nice, and so I'm going to put the link to the GoFund page on. So if you don't already donate to a food bank, or you know, you don't feel like you do anything nice for anybody, but you'd like to help me help the community where I am, then that'd be amazing, because like I said, the money goes towards topping up this, but also it sends out fresh items for people. So if they do have a tin of beans and they've got some butter and bread, they can have beans on toast, or if they've got a tin of soup, they can, and they've got butter and bread, they can have, and ham and cheese, they can have a sandwich with soup. It just makes it a bit more luxury than a basic food hamper from a food bank. And I know they do the best, but obviously they're limited to what they can give out. And there's limitations on how many they do give out as well. I believe it's twice a year. I don't know whether that's changed, but these hampers, the people I give them to, I take a hamper every week for some people, just because, you know, I would hate to think that I had a tin of beans and I had to choose whether I were having that tin of beans for my breakfast, my dinner or my tea. You know, and if I can help people eat, at least it sort of takes the stress off other stresses in life, like bills and mental health issues, and obviously the coronavirus and anxiety. And so yeah, so I'll put the GoFund link on, and if anybody does want to donate, this is what it goes towards. And I do actually have a hamper. I've took a hamper today, and this is another hamper that will be going out. And there's 2 bags in the porch that are fresh items. So cheese, ham, bread, buttermilk, eggs. And again, that'll go out today, because like I said, I don't know when somebody's last ate. It could be hours ago, it could be days ago, it could be weeks ago. So yeah, if you do want to support me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I'll put the GoFund link on. But yeah, it's nice to be nice. So just be nice to people. Thank you.